Britain went to war against Germany today. 25 years and 30 days from the time she entered the War of 1914 against the same enemy. France is expected to follow suit within the next few hours. The state of war came into existence
on September 3rd, 1939. A Labor Day America heard the calm, Midwestern accents of Elmer Davis tell them that the 20-year armistice was ended. Poland was first.
Warszawo, tobą zwycięstwo albo śmierć.
Poland fell in exactly 26 days. Russia attacked Poland from the east, and that December struck Finland from the south. World's fairs closed for the season at Flushing Meadows and the Golden Gate, and the phony war opened for the season along the Maginot Line. Although a Paderewski concert for Polish relief could fill Carnegie Hall, America First rallies were packing Madison Square Garden. Lindbergh gave them the word.
These wars in Europe are not wars in which our civilization is defending itself against some Asiatic intruder. There is no Genghis Khan or Xerxes marching against our Western nations. This is simply one more of those age-old struggles within our own family of nations. If we enter fighting for democracy abroad, we may end by losing it at home.
That was Charles A. Lindbergh, the most idolized personality of the Roaring Twenties, who, like Wheeler, Nye, Fish, and the others, fought the administration's attempt to repeal the Embargo Act. There were others who thought differently and supported the president and the good gray judge, Mr. Secretary Hull. Among them, Stimson, Baruch, and Al Smith.
Personally, I am not interested in the argument as to whether or not we should return to so-called established principles of international law. I am not a student of law, but I'm ready to defend the proposition that there is no respect for international law at this time.
General Hugh Johnson, once the most powerful lieutenant in the New Deal, now one of its severest critics, said we were shooting craps with destiny.
We are being bums rushed toward a fateful choice between immediate involvement in war by our own warlike acts or keeping out of war as long as we can. We are utterly, tragically unready for war or defense today. Many recent acts of ours are acts of war. They are a sort of reckless shooting craps with destiny for the sake of democracy.
In the spring, the phony war was ended, and the world's glossary was extended to include Stuka, Panzer, Messerschmitt, Rommel, von Rundstedt, and Deutschland, Deutschland. The Blitzkrieg struck in the north. Denmark fell in 4 hours.
Tyskerne er i Oslo, men Norge vil fortsette kampen.
Oslo in a day. Norway in 32. Quisling became a common noun.
Nederland zal herrijzen.
Wilhelmina's Holland overwhelmed in 5 days.
Debout, Belgique, défense en sol.
Leopold gave up the Flanders pocket after 18 days. June 4th, another kind of noun. Dunkirk, that will live as long as the English language. With 7 Nazi columns cutting deep into France, the Duce reached the decision.
On this 10th day of June, 1940, the hand that held the dagger has struck it into the back of its neighbor.
For on that 10th day of June, Benito Mussolini, already bulging with Ethiopia and Albania, declared war on France.
Irrevocabili. La dichiarazione di guerra è stata consegnata agli ambasciatori.